So you're thinking about making a move to Austin Point in Richmond, Texas. This charming suburb might just be a fit for you and your family, but wait a second before you pack your bags because we need to talk about location, because knowing what's nearby and how long it takes you to get to certain places can make or break that decision. And in today's video, we're breaking down exactly where Austin Point is, and I'm going to show you how close you are to the grocery stores, to the schools, to the shopping, to all of the local amenities. And we're going to show you how long your commutes will be to Houston, to the Energy Corridor, to downtown Houston, to the medical center, and the airports. We're going to show you all of that in today's video, and we want you to stick around to the very end, because at the very end of this video, we're going to let you in on one of the best kept secrets about Austin Point. Hey guys, my name is Danny DePetta. I'm with the Living in Houston Suburbs channel, and each and every day we get calls from viewers just like you who are looking to make a move to Houston or one of the surrounding suburbs. And if that's the case, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. All of our contact information is in the description below. We want to help you make a move to Houston if that's the right thing for you and your family. And before we dive into today's video, I wanted to make sure you had an opportunity to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell so you get all the latest updates. Right now, we're going to dive in and break down where exactly Austin Point is in Richmond, Texas. All right, let me start this video by telling you a little bit about Austin Point. It is a 4,700 acre master plan community just outside of Richmond, Texas in Fort Bend County. And the vision for it is more than just a suburb. It's being built to be its own little city. They're combining residential, retail, commercial, medical, and green space all within the community. And right now, it's in the early phases of the development. There's only about 421 homes being built. But when it's fully grown, the plan will include public amenities, gathering spaces, trails, parks, amenity center, which will host a cafe, a wine bar, an event lawn, food trucks, and much, much more. So this place is going to have everything you need, and they are building it to be a little community within the community. All right, let's talk about grocery stores and daily essentials, because nobody wants to go on a long grocery run. So here are a few of the grocery stores that are close to Austin Point. And the first, people are going to love this. There is an H-E-B in Richmond, Texas. That's about 3.6 miles away. So you can rest assured you will have an H-E-B very near to your community. But if that's not a fit for you, there's also a Randall's that's about 5 to 10 minutes away. That's in Richmond as well. Kroger's also has a location on 1093 in Richmond. That's about 5 to 10 minutes away as well. So all of those are really conveniently located. But if none of those work for you, there are a few more options. About 10 to 12 miles away, there is an Aldi. If you're familiar with Aldi, it is kind of a discount grocery store, so that's local and in the area. And then if you're looking for a Walmart Supercenter, you will be in luck, because there's one of those in Richmond about 10 to 15 minutes away. All right, let's talk about restaurants and coffee shops and things of that nature. Now, like I mentioned before, right now, Austin Point is still in the developmental phase. So you are going to have to venture out to places like Richmond, Rosenberg, and Sugarland, and all of those are going to be about 10 to 15 minutes away. And there will be a lot of options for you as far as restaurants, coffee shops, and all of those things. But the thing that I did want to mention to you is that there are plans underway to develop a community center right in the heart of Austin Point. There's going to be restaurants there. There's going to be coffee shops there. There are going to be all sorts of amenities for you to access right there in the heart of the community. Now, that is probably a few years away from being fully built out, but that is definitely something to consider if you're thinking about making a move to Austin Point, that one day it will be a community within a community, and all of those amenities will be located minutes from your doorstep. All right, let's talk about shopping. If you're looking to do shopping, or if you want to get some of the local items that you need, you are going to have to venture out to Brazos Town Center or Sugarland Town Square. Those are really popular destinations. You're looking at about a 15-minute drive from Austin Point. But those are some great places where you can go and do a lot of shopping and just go out and get really anything you need. There's also entertainment at those places. There's some shops there. All of those things are happening within about 15 to 20-minute drive from Austin Point. And like I mentioned in the last section, when this place is fully built out, all of those entertainment and dining options will be within the community. There's going to be some retail stores, there's going to be some commercial stores. All of that's going to happen within the community. So when this thing's fully built out, it's going to be really nice. All right, the next thing that families need to consider when they're making a move to a new neighborhood like Austin Point is, where will my children go to school? And you can be rest assured that your children will be zoned to Lamar CISD, one of the top rated school districts in the area. And currently your children will be zoned to Don Carter Elementary. That's about 3.5 miles away from the community right now. Harry Wright Junior High, that's about 4 miles away from the community. And they'll be zoned to George Ranch High School. Again, that's about 4 to 5 miles away from the community. So it is a little bit of a commute right now from the community to get your children to the high school, but part of the grand development plan is to have on-site schools within the community. Now, when that happens, when those are fully built out, that is going to greatly reduce the time that you have to travel to bring your kids to school. And just a great added bonus to be able to walk your kids to elementary or junior high, or maybe even have your kids ride their bike to school, is a great option if you're thinking about living in this community. And that's definitely something that's in the plans for development as the community grows. All right, let's talk about commute times from Austin Point. And one thing that I do want to mention to you guys is that 99, which is the Grand Parkway, and Fort Bend Parkway are currently in the process of expanding those roads. And so when that is complete, it is going to be a game changer for the area. And it is something important to look at as we're looking at these commute times. So if you're commuting, this is what it's going to look like. If you're commuting to a place like the Energy Corridor, that's going to be about a 30 to 45-minute drive depending upon traffic. If you're looking to go downtown Houston, you're probably looking at about 45-minute commute time to downtown Houston from Austin Point. Now, maybe you're going to the medical center. We have a very large medical center, probably one of the largest in the country. And if your work is taking you to the medical center, you're going to be about at a 45-minute drive from Austin Point as well. Now, another thing that people always want to know about is, what about the airports? And in Houston, we have two major airports. And the first one is Hobby Airport. That's going to likely be about a 30 to 45-minute drive from Austin Point. And then also we have Houston, George Bush Intercontinental Airport. That one's going to be about 40 to 50 minutes from Austin Point. So as you can see, the commute times are going to be, a little longer, which is pretty average for people that are going to Houston that live in the suburbs. But I think once the Grand Parkway and the Fort Bend Tollway are finished, it's going to greatly reduce those times. All right, guys, at the beginning of the video, I told you I was going to let you in on one of the best kept secrets, and I've been kind of alluding to it throughout the video, telling you about future development. And that future development is the heartbeat of the community, and it's going to be called 1824. And that is the center of the community. And now it is going to be a sprawling live music pavilion. There's going to be play areas. There's going to be places that are designed to bring people together. It's going to be the spark that ignites that community. It's going to have green spaces. There's going to be some retail shops. There's going to be restaurants. There's going to be coffee shops. And all of this is going to be happening within Austin Point. So it's really going to feel like a city within the neighborhood. And you'll have access to all of those great amenities once they're fully built out. And I think once that happens, once 1824 is built, it's going to be a real game changer for that community. And it's going to be a great amenity for people living in Austin. All right, guys, so that's the scoop on Austin Point in Richmond, Texas. We hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been educational to you and you've gained some insight about Austin Point. And if you're thinking about moving there, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Like I mentioned earlier, all of our contact information is located in the description below. and we want to hear from you. If you think this might be an area for you and your family, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We'd love to answer any questions that you may have or take you on a guided tour to some of the model homes. And we want to hear from you. If you've enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if there's something that you want to add to it, please don't hesitate to leave your comments down in the description below. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next video.